Hi guys, my name is Pavel, and in this video I'm gonna show you how I replace a standard head unit that I had in my car with the one that I created using generic single board computer that can run Android on it. So just a few words about this car. This is a BMW E39 from 2003. So by the time I'm recording this video, it's already a 13 years old car. And as you can imagine, it didn't have any Bluetooth integration with your phone. Basically, there were no way you can stream music from your phone to the speakers of this car. And that's quite frustrating, right? So what I have now is a 7-inch multi-touch screen. I have Android CyanogenMode mode, which is based on Android Lollipop 5.1. This is a home screen which is called Launcher in Android. This one is called Car Launcher. It has clock, it has current speed, a microphone button, and you can add or remove any shortcuts to your favorite apps. All apps that runs on tablet should work here. So here's an example of Google Maps. It's pretty smooth. Let's start navigation. It's probably confused because
home. Traffic is light as you head south.
Because I'm staying still on this spot and it cannot figure out in which direction I am, pointing. Okay, I have Waze here, which is a very popular navigation app in California. It works as well. You can have your favorite music apps. This is iHeartRadio. Let's play some music. Yeah, you can control volume from the system UI, or you can control it from steering wheel buttons. And let's talk more about steering wheel buttons. So you can change volume, or you can switch tracks. Also have R/T button, which I don't know what was used for, but I programmed it to switch between most recent apps, and if you double press it, it will go to home screen. Right, so if you have navigation running and you tap it, it will switch between, it's now switching between two navigation apps. For example, you have iHeartRadio, and you tap this button, it goes to navigation and back to iHeartRadio. This is the use case for this is like you're navigating, then you switch to media app, you change your track, or you look up what's the song is playing, and you just go back seamlessly to navigation. Another useful button is this one. I programmed it to launch Google Search Assist. Let me show how it works. Play Pink Floyd, Hey You. Okay, so it's launching play music. And you can hear rear view camera works, so you can see the quality is pretty good. It was maybe a $15 camera, but it works pretty well. Okay, so here is how it looked like from a driver or user perspective, and now let's see what's inside. And before I completely turn it off, let me show you another another thing that I have is a power management. When I turn off the engine, I throw a dialog box which says like, do you want to shut down it now or you want to wait? And if I tap on wait, it says that display will be turned off shortly and Android will still running. So this makes sense when you're on a gas station and you have like navigation apps running or music playing and you do not want to lose your context. So you completely shut your car down, but Android is still running. And when you come back and you start your engine, you can see that it's still here, right? Let's go to maps. Yep. And if you choose shut down now, it also has a countdown timer, so it like option by default. You can see that it's now gracefully shut down. Okay, so now let's see what's inside. And just open this. This is a panel. This is just a regular switch. This is a 7-inch display from Chalk Electronics. I'm gonna to detach everything. Okay, so it has HDMI input, USB for touch events, and probably this one for speakers. Alright, so here's what I have inside or behind my display. So the main, the most center device is this blue box. Let me show what it looks like. This is Odroid XU4 from hard kernel. Let me just detach stuff. Alright, here's how it looks like. So it has Ethernet port, 3 USB ports. This one is a USB 2.0 and this 2 USB ports, USB 3.0. HDMI output, power supply. It has a UART port for debug. It has a bunch of all kind of GPIOs here and for serial communications. Alright, so what other devices I have here? This guy is, I use it as a preamplifier. I have another OEM amplifier in my trunk. This is basically a single point where I connect all my stuff to my car. It has 4-channel audio, it has IBus for vehicle network communication, it has 12 volt from the battery, it has 12 volt from the when ignition is on, it has ground, basically all the stuff that you need. Also I'm using this nice device, DC to DC converter from Mousberry, and it also provides a way so you can intercept when your ignition is off. That's how I do my graceful shutdown. This is USB hub, and I have a bunch of USB devices here. So I have USB for the microphone, I have USB to connect to the vehicle network. I'm using this well-known Wrestler's device. It has 3 wires, 12 volt, ground, and IBus. IBus is a single wire protocol, which is really nice. And from Android point of view, I can see this as a serial port, and I can just like read or write a bunch of bytes in this wire. Yeah, I also have USB for the display to intercept touch events and for power supply, and another USB I'm sometimes using audio DAC, digital to analog converter for high quality music. Okay, this is just audio jack, which is connected by the way to the display, so my music goes through HDMI cable. And this is just basically a master switch, and I have a bunch of fuses, you know, just 10 amps fuses just in case. Okay, I couldn't fit all my devices here, so I put some of them in the glove box. So here, this wire goes to glove box. This one is Ethernet for debugging. This one is for USB hub. I have another USB hub in the glove box. This HDMI goes from board, from Odroid XU4 to HDMI switch. And this one, it's also mini HDMI, which comes from HDMI switch to the display. I have another micro USB which connects to UART on the board, again for debug purpose. This is just for power supply. I have another power supply here, and this USB is just for microphone that I have here. Alright, so now let's see what's inside the glove box. As I mentioned, inside of the glove box, I can probably pull off this stuff, but I really don't want to. So this is a Ethernet cable. There is a USB hub which has GPS, and I have external GPS antenna here. It also has a Bluetooth dongle and Wi-Fi dongle. And what's the most interesting is the way how I connected the camera. I haven't seen such configuration anywhere in the web, so it might be interesting. So I have 3 devices here, and guys, as a background, as you may know, all cameras, I mean most of the backup cameras are analog. So and I have display which has only one HDMI port. So what I do is I convert analog to HDMI, and then the signal goes to HDMI switch. So this is converter, analog to HDMI, and this is HDMI switch, and it's all controlled by MCU, which is based on Arduino. And the way it works is MCU knows that I have a signal from my camera. It just reads analog input, and then it also reads these LED states, so it knows exactly in which state HDMI switch right now. And if it's in the wrong state, it just switch it by emulating pushing this button. So I had to create a small PCB with transistors, you know, to do this kind of stuff. And I'm also controlling power programmatically, because this guy consumes like 0.5 amp, which is quite a lot. That's why I had to use another power supply here. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, so do not hesitate to leave any comments to this video. So thanks for watching, and bye.